Friends, I am Nilesh Gurgate and I am going to deliver a lecture on the topic recombinant DNA technology. Now, what is the recombinant DNA or recombinant DNA technology? So, recombinant DNA technology involves, it is the joining of the two DNA from the two different organisms. So, recombinant DNA obviously contains the DNA of two organisms. So, now what is the recombinant DNA technology? So, how is recombinant DNA molecules are formed? So, and what is the importance of the recombinant DNA molecules now? So, recombinant DNA molecules involves the 6 steps. The first is the isolation of gene, isolation of foreign DNA, isolation of vector. Third is the formation of recombinant DNA. Fourth is the introduction of recombinant DNA into a host cell and multiplication of cell. And 6 is the expression of gene or the product containing the recombinant DNA. Now we have to discuss the steps one by one. The first step is the isolation of foreign DNA and isolation of vector. Now the gene of interest or foreign DNA which have to introduce into the recombinant molecules or recombinant DNA is isolated from the donor cell. So these donor cells are degraded or break down with the help of different type of enzymes and isolate the DNA. That DNA which is introduced into the vector molecule is termed as the foreign DNA or gene of interest. So this DNA contains so many genes. Now from that we have to isolate the gene of interest. So for that purpose we have to use the restriction enzymes which is called as a molecular scissor, which cut the DNA at particular sites and maybe sometime it contain or create the sticky ends of the DNA. So now this, for example, here the donor cell is given here. From the donor cell we have to break down the donor cell with the help of different enzymes or detergents and isolated the foreign DNA. Now this foreign DNA we have to cut with the help of restriction enzyme or restriction endonucleases, which is made up of 4 to 6 nucleotides and which cut the DNA at particular sites called the palindrome sequence. And after the cutting at the palindrome sequence, it generates the sticky ends. So these are the first process called isolation of foreign DNA. And now these so many segments are, from that segment we have to identify the gene of interest by the technique called as the Southern blotting. Now second step is the isolation of vector. So vector is a simply molecules are here the vector is used as a plasmid. A plasmid is a simply autonomously replicating many chromosomes. The function of vector is that the vector carry a foreign DNA in it, because this vector have a characteristics, that is it contains the site for the antibiotic resistance as well as it contains the site for the gene of insertion or for the insertion of gene of interest. Now from the bacterial cell like E. coli, it contains a plasmids that is autonomously replicating many chromosomes. From that we have to degrade the bacterial cell with the help of some enzymes and isolate the vector molecule. Now this vector molecule is cut with the same restriction enzyme which is used in a first step, and now it contains the also sticky end of the vector molecule. In the third step, it forms the formation of the recombinant DNA. So now gene of interest and the vector molecule is combined with the help of enzyme DNA ligase. The function of DNA ligase is that DNA ligase join the two DNA segments or the two gene segments and form one molecule. That molecule is termed as the recombinant DNA because it contains the two types of DNA here. First is the vector DNA and another is the gene of interest. So now these recombinant DNA molecules are formed in the third step. Now fourth step is that now introduction of recombinant DNA into a host cell. Now we want to multiply this recombinant DNA molecules into a number of copies for the different purposes. We want a number of genes copies or we want a desired product. For that recombinant DNA molecule which is created in the step 3 is again reintroduced into a bacterial cell. Okay, and now this is the host bacterium with a recombinant DNA. Now this bacterium which containing a recombinant DNA is start to grow in a culture medium and it form the number of clones. So in the fifth stage multiplication of cells are done here on the culturing medium and it form the colony of that bacterial cells. And if all this colony contain the recombinant DNA molecule, or sometimes this host cell does not carry a recombinant DNA molecule. For that purpose, we have to select this recombinant DNA molecule in the fifth step, multiplication of cell and selection of the copies. By the selection of these copies is done by the antibiotic resistance or hybridization techniques, and by using that technique we have to isolate the copies so which contain the recombinant DNA. So in the sixth step, expression of gene or product. Now after the isolation of the recombinant DNA molecules or recombinant DNA colonies, the desired product which is generated or which is formed by the gene by the process of transcription and translation, this product is isolated from these bacterial cells. So this is called the recombinant product. So in that way, by using the recombinant DNA technology, we have to isolate the gene of interest in a number of copies, or we have to isolate the recombinant product which is required for the different uses. So this is the recombinant DNA technology, and which involve the 6 steps. Thank you, friends.